decided to pull out the good camera. So now I'm gonna actually make a video. I haven't made a video in I don't really count these other videos as production, so it's probably my first production in 20 years. But I think I want to talk about social media. So I think what I'll do, actually, let's talk about a situation. So I set up a Facebook account for a family member about maybe around 2010. So I don't know, I'm just gonna guess it was 2010. So it's been about 9 years. And the whole purpose, actually no, it's probably longer than that because my dad was driving a truck at the time. Yeah, so it was probably longer than that. So we'll just round up 10 years. 10, 11 years. So my mom was going through depression, and I thought that I'd set her up with a Facebook account so she could talk to relatives that are far away. And on top of it too, as you know, you put in your high school and the graduation date, yada yada yada, that it will match you with people you went to school with. You know, the more you put in, the more you get, you know. Oh, he's loading now. So, this happened right away, but people tend to band together, I guess. Maybe, I don't even know how. I guess if you think about high school, we have your cliques. Well, over time, my family member kind of gets upset to these little things. And people would pick fights with her on purpose online, mainly political. Now, let's think about this for a minute. A few things that in life that people are passionate about and really don't like to talk about is their politics and everything else. And the thing about Facebook is you could read something, and within 30 seconds you can post a reply. And generally it's the first thought that pops in your mind. You don't have the breaks, you don't think of the repercussions, you just do it, you don't think anything of it. It's done, the damage is done if it's negative. So I think it was Obama, so the relatives down there were not for Obama, so you know they had their little squalls over the president, right? And then so it's gone on for many years. So now we get to Trump, and family down there is Trump. She's not. Actually, I've got to the point now I don't even talk about politics, so I don't even know who she wanted. No idea. Don't care anymore. You know, through the years I put out her fires. Family members. I read something, I'm like, oh geez. And so I instantly message them. You know, because mental illness runs through her family. My brother's got it, I got it, cousins got it, family members got it. So I'm not picking on a family member, but I understand. I'm a little concerned. I've seen it because I don't live with them anymore. So Trump happens around, and it's going to be probably a long video. But the word, I don't even want to say it because it probably gets censored. We'll call the German occupation in World War II. So if anyone knows history, you can figure out what I'm talking about. That label gets thrown around a lot on social media. In fact, I think it kind of killed the real meaning of it now. the way I see it, just slung around. I find it insulting when someone labels another person that. And imagine a person capable of causing mass genocide. I can't. Can you? Think about it. Do you even know what that... I mean, you can read about it, see photos about it. Really know what it's like? Probably not. The only people I know that knows what it's like are people from that era. And I find it insulting that you sling that title. And I find it insulting to my grandfather who fought in that war. Fought to, free those people. Gave up his sacrifices mentally for that war. Actually, both grandfathers, but my other grandfather's in the Navy, so he dealt with Japanese. But, hey, so that's how I feel about it. And it pisses me off. And my family member said something, I think it was Hillary, because everyone likes the palm. And they would say that with her name mixed together. And I said, it took 30 seconds. I basically didn't call her an idiot, but I was referring to people that sling that around as an idiot. Then next thing you know, we're fighting over difference of opinion. You can't change people's opinion online. For whatever reason, it's like this little circle to go around, and they get more hostile and more hostile. So long story short, I decided that to keep the peace, I'm just going to take her off my Facebook, because clearly I cannot be on Facebook. And I got some heat from that. Like, literally text messages at 5 in the morning. Alright? So, my other family member gets on Facebook, and I don't know what happened or what transpired, but he deletes his Facebook account. And there was talking about blocking someone. I don't know. Well, all I know is one day at work, I wake up, and I remember there was something with a package that was mailed to the house, their house, or it got shipped to the wrong address. I don't know. So I get a phone call. Of course, I'm asleep. It was like 5 in the morning or something like that. And, I'm thinking, oh, it's my package. This is a Friday. I check my voicemail, and long story short, my wife was removed off her Facebook. Not by my wife, but someone else. And she basically disowned me for it. Because of social media, Facebook. Think about that. They live 15 minutes from my house. Not even that. Come to my house all the time. So, I didn't reply because I had no idea what's going on. None. I didn't want prod till the next day. No answer when I call. My dad comes by and talk a bit about it, and we didn't talk for 3 or 4 months. So that's probably all I'm going to talk about that. So think about how damaging that was. So just that part alone. So now, I'm not putting out the fires. Time progresses. And I'm probably going to get some heat for all this. I'm sure it will be. And just recently, I don't know, it's because I stopped putting out the fires. I don't know. My aunt, one of my other family members removed her. on Facebook. So, and it said, you know, basically just text me or whatever, or we can't be Facebook. Because every post, she turns it political. In fact, I can't even, when we have conversations, it turns political, and I just shut down. That's the only way, because other family members said I need to fix it. That's the only way I can fix it. I just cannot talk anything about it. In fact, when my other family, I'm trying not to play names, but other family members came by, I had to straight out tell them, I said, you can't talk about politics and Facebook and I forget what the other one was. Just don't do it. Comes up, drop it. So, this starting this video out, just the progression of what has transpired, just from one person interacting with the internet. And it was probably 2011, 2012, I contemplated taking the Facebook account away from her. I really thought about it, locking her account, but I was told not, I shouldn't do that. Now I kind of regret that. So, it's quite amazing how that happened. And so now I'm in a truck, so I guess I'm not as affected by it. But let's talk about the news media. Alright, now, ever since the president, in fact, well, not even just the president. In fact, CNN, it's just hateful. Everything is anti-president. If you really think about it, with Obama, was always negative against Obama. And now we have the same thing with Trump. And you want to know why? Because that's what makes them money. They don't care about giving you news. There's plenty of news out there. All it is for clicks on their website and viewership. That's all they care about. So now you got, I can't even call it propaganda. I mean, what do you call that? You know, I was growing up, and I did some kind of journalism in school. You know, in school they even teach you that journalism, you have to tell the truth. Everything has to be insightful, be able to prove, or you'd be in trouble. And the news media, this day and age, it's the Wild West. They'll take anything and spin it out just so they can get viewership. Because when you, in fact, you'll notice this too when you're on Facebook and you get like this, 10 reasons, blah, 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 or a photo, and you click on it, and it goes in there, and you scroll, and you see one photo or one piece of the story, and you gotta click next. You know what that does? It's because there's 10 pages of different advertisements. It makes you switch to each page. So when I see that, I disengage from that. I back right out. Of course, I don't really use Facebook anymore. Like, this experience kind of killed it for me. So, prime example, and you can probably research this. Maybe I'll pull up the video. And I don't think the news media really covered it very much, but we'll talk about Captain Marvel and Rotten Tomatoes. This is a prime example. Now, there's a lot of YouTubers saying that they're trolls or whatever. But most of them are not. They're actually presenting truth. Like, they'll make a video, not to rant, but they actually show you proof of what they're talking about. So let's talk about this. So everyone, see, this is such a hard topic to even, such large pictures. So basically, there's identity politics in Captain Marvel. Now, no one wanted to see this movie as soon as we realized what was in it, because no one wants to be force-fed politics. Okay? So, a lot of people didn't want to watch that movie. Now, people did watch the movie because they thought it was connected to the end game or whatever, but actually could have missed it. So, getting on to this part, Rotten Tomatoes, which is a movie review site, if you don't know, had 2 view scores. When a movie is pre-release, you have the option to vote if you want to watch it or not. And after it's released, there's another that I think that disappears, and it goes into actual score rating. Everyone voted that they didn't want to watch it. Now, all the news media that's out on the internet reported as we tanked the actual rating for the movie. And Russian bots, I don't know. Some conspiracy thing. So this is a prime example of false news. You have the proof. In fact, if you scour YouTube or the internet, you're going to find the actual photos of the website, the before and after, because Rotten Tomatoes changed the whole website, because now you got to have a ticket or whatever to score. But yeah, so I'm just using that as an example. So that's just one example. Now imagine, ponder the internet, how many more is out there. They know something that will entice you to read it, so generally probably sad things or hateful things. Alright? Now that gets on social media. Now people are sharing that. And these people, probably in their own little cliques, share it with other people. Now that reinforces what they think, because they talk to each other. So we're going to go to another example. We'll go with, I can't say it because I don't want to get censored, because I know it's going to happen. So if you go on Twitter, and, actually not even Twitter, there's a lawsuit going on right now between a voice actor and 3 co-workers in the company he got fired from. Now, I think that they're originally what happened, probably, I don't know, speculation, but there's jealousy where someone got personal gain out of getting rid of him. Alright? Now, they said, so far, you know, they're innocent until, well, it's not really criminal court, but they have yet to provide any evidence. They say they are, but they're not. And so they get on Twitter and post accusations. And then a clan of people see this and thinks it's gospel. And now they're spreading it. So, and we're talking, Twitter is probably the worst. I've never used Twitter, never understood Twitter. Because you go write a message, it's like this tiny message, it seems primitive. In fact, when I do use it, I usually end up retweeting or sending the wrong tweet to someone else. It is horrible, and I don't understand why it's so popular. These people, I mean, the guy is basically defamed. That's what the lawsuit is. And, you know, growing up, I was told by my mother not to believe everything you see on TV. Now, you think that they would take that into consideration of the internet. So, everyone believes everything they see online and read. And here's the thing, and I've kind of read both sides of this example, but the one side hates the guy and the other side is with the guy, alright? kind of helps you figure out what I'm talking about. So the one side, they went through videos, everything else to prove their point. Now you could take a video of anything, and you can twist it and prove a point. And then the news media, I don't even know if I could call them news media. It's an apartment, so I don't know if it's a real news media or not. But I don't know. Who knows? Who am I to argue? You know, but they took the story and don't know how, but they got pictures of fans to add into their article. You know, kind of negative. And then those fans all of a sudden came out and goes, that's not what happened. I don't want you to use my pictures. So they got the pictures without permission, I guess, from social media, and put on their articles to make clicks, make money. And that's what it's about. This is what this world is about. It's money. And the videos I make, it's not really money. I don't see me growing big enough to be monetized. I don't see it happening. Hell, I only got 11 followers. Really don't have any views. It's just me venting. So anyways, getting back to where I was talking about. So now, more people on social media is going to see this news article, and it's just a thing. Now, do I think that his co-workers anticipated that? I don't know. But it's really, the spotlight, at least on my side, is not really looking good for these people. And what's weird is, like Twitter, everything you put on Twitter is public. In fact, there's a disclaimer that says anything you put on there is public, probably to cover themselves, not that they're going to use the tweet or whatever. So people are, I'm just using it as an example, you know, I'm sure there's others going on out there. They're publicly defaming them, basically. Now, he's still in court, so, you know, he's got to prove, it's kind of weird, you have to prove your innocence. But there's people that, I mean, it's almost like, how do I describe it? Radical. These people are being radicalized, alright? They're going out and finding people's online identity, finding out where they work, finding out where they live, calling their employers, sending SWAT teams to their house, calling, you know, thing they're calling child protective services on people. Well, I'm sure it has been done on others. I'm just talking about the whole, you know, I'm not really talking about the groups, you know, back off. So, like, this whole here isn't even my real name on all this. That's why I don't mention names, nothing. Because someone's gonna offend, even though I don't make an opinion or anything, try to, you know, project opinion. People lose their minds, and they're crazy. So, it's like this little cultural war going on right now, I guess you could say, because all of our entertainment's being changed. You know, I'm guessing because of social media. I don't know. Maybe it's being influenced by it. Hard telling. But now we have a situation where they're forcing propaganda and regular people, you know, the people probably not on social media and all that, are are just rejecting it. Meanwhile, you know, online you got this like mild like culture war going on. People going about getting radicalized, doing this crazy stuff, destroying people's lives over a difference of opinion. You don't think it's not going to get worse? You know, and this is a good way for a country just to destroy another country. All they gotta do is get on Twitter. It's freaking amazing. So I guess what the point of the video I'm making is that first I was kind of against censorship of online social media, which is happening, but it's not happening properly because now they're censoring what? The left, or I don't know, I never really paid attention, but they're censoring political stuff. Now documents are coming out because it's basically they're censoring not for the right reasons. They're not censoring for stopping this hate. They're censoring for elections. They don't care. And I just find it truly amazing, you know. And just imagine how many kids are on this social media. How many are being affected by just this current situation. And, yeah. It's only going to get worse. I don't even know what to say. And these people believe in lawlessness almost. Like I read some person, and I try not to engage with them, like this lawsuit, for example, that said that he's silencing victims. Well, there's no problem. And he's not taking the victims to court. He's taking his co-workers to court. If there was no issues, if everything was on the up and up, then what is there to worry about? The court's for it. It's not like it's criminal court where you get off on a technicality. These people bent out of shape, and it's all over social media. Not like talking, but social media itself. It's toxic, and I see it as destroying. I don't help. Just look at my family alone. Yeah, being alienated because of Facebook. So maybe you guys can get out there and you can, this day and age, everyone's a sheep. You're gonna do what they do. But think about what I'm saying. Just think about it. Next time you get a little spat with a keyboard warrior, you're not gonna be able to change anyone's opinion online. No matter how many words you type, you're not gonna change your opinion. And all it's gonna do is enrage you. Probably get you destroyed if you do it to the wrong person. Talk about life. Possibly murdered. Talking about the people calling in the swatting. You know, just think about that for a minute. Next time you get on social media. Because I know when I get on Twitter and I look at stuff, I want to say something, but I don't. Because I don't want to think that pinky in the pond. So, I'll probably add some more stuff. Power of editing, I adding this part into the file since I'm at home. So after this part, in the description, there'll be some credits and links so you can see full videos. So this part here is a panel called For the Fans. Kind of talks about what's going on that I've mentioned in this video about social politics being added into things.
This is change, and it's one transaction at a time. It really is. When you see a company that you support their position, go support their position, buy their products, go out of your way to do it, because these companies operate on margins that are much smaller than we all like to pretend. They really do. And every missed dollar is a missed dollar, and it's a missed opportunity for them to have done better. And they know it. When businessmen run the company, they know it. And businesswomen as well.
And fight back on Twitter.
Business people.
Business persons. Fight back on Twitter if that's your deal. Fight back on social media. Tell these companies you're not happy with being scolded. You know, I would be reasonably polite. Well, I probably wouldn't be polite, but
and misconceptions that we get all the time is that because we're pushing back against a particularly insidious ideology coming into these communities, I like to think that if there was some intentional injection, and actually we saw this from Comicsgate, there's a pretty severe backlash towards some of the creators who really wanted to inject overt right-wing political messages into the comics, and the large portion of the community is like, if you want to do that, that's fine, but stop trying to co-opt our movement and make it into that. That's not what we're about. We're not about just having our version of politics pushed in. It's like, just let us buy what we want, for God's sakes.
Like, let's emphasize that, because healthy competition is good, right, for the consumer. But this is not healthy competition. This is like, they're scared of you and they're going to try to remove you. They're going to try to deplatform you, go after you. It's not competition. It's literally like attacking them, and it can be scary.
What is this? I
want to add the guy's wearing the mask because he was threatened with being identified and publicly announced online, and his kids were threatened because of Children Protective Services. He had to contact a lawyer to notify them of potential harassment. So that's why he actually, for I don't know how many days was down there, but every day when he was publicly out there, he was wearing that mask. And what kills me is the internet was making fun of him for it. You know, protecting his identity, protecting his family. That's the internet for you. So take that as you think. This right here. This is a hate one here. Let's see what we got here. See, what is this about? And then, you know, they'll put stuff here. You know, I like how that tweet's gone. But yeah, any opinion you have, you just go out of your way. I mean, look at this. That's just insanely crazy how people behave. Religious extremist. Look at that. See, this one's actually defending Doug. There's another one. All going to this person. So why and Doug doesn't really engage these people. He's not the one going after, but yet he's an extremist. That doesn't make sense. There we go. Here's another supporter. You know what I mean? One person in a sea of many. You know what I mean? And keep in mind, they band together and something else, spark, and then next thing you know, we have a Twitter war. You know what I mean? And it's just crazy. This just proves my point. This one thread here, most of this here, you know, most of this is just, supporters. But, I'd have to kind of scout a little more. But when he got his goal, there was a ton of hate being sent. I don't know which day it was a few days ago. So I really don't want to spend that much time. But that just proves my point. This person here has a YouTube channel, and this is her Twitter. His sister was missing and eventually passed away. And now, because of her opinions on YouTube and social media, this is what she gets. There is a special place in hell for people who use a sibling's death as a tool to kick someone when they're down. Then going through periodically commenting reels of
Is that a yes?
desperation.
Yeah, looks like it, yes.
And,
I need you to say yes or no.
Or it looks like
Or
it.
I don't know.
This-
I mean, those are the
I'm not sure.
primarily
Looks like it.
support that,
Please tell me one of the three if you could.
that's what we're coming to.
Are they your tweets?
Looks like it.
That's probably a direct message. I don't know.
Come on, Ron.
Let me try one more time. I would like yes, no, or I don't know. I didn't ask if it looked like
They're
it. I asked,
censoring
did
the
you,
wrong
are those your
things
tweets?
that
Have
they
you,
wanna
or
censor.
if you prefer, did you post
We
those
need to
tweets?
censor
It looks like I posted
this.
them.
Objection,
The people
non-responsive.
that are just trash and garbage. You know? Amazing. Just another example. So, getting on to the brigading, because mentioned something about brigades. So, back when Captain Marvel was out, there was about 3 or 4 channels, maybe more, that would post videos, because it was basically the politics and everything else. So, all of a sudden, she is actually a target of harassment. And now this here is a positive thread. Many people are talking about it. Yeah, look at this. This is clearly a foreigner. Well, I can't really say foreigner, but could be from the United States. Here's one. Throwing stones at them. If I see any of them in public, I'm throwing stones at them. It's just amazing. So this right here is supporting violence. And let's see, at Cap Marvel fan, I don't know if I can. I don't know. Well, here we go. Targeting her. The pictures that was put out were not they were nude photos. She got them publicly. They weren't stolen. I guess he thinks that she's a hacker, I guess. I don't know. Just odd. Oh, I'm sorry. This is retweeted. Hey, look at this. Choose your fighter. Like, this is what they do. Like, look at that. Throw stones at me and I'll throw bullets at you. I think this is where we're getting at this little war. See, leaking private pictures. I don't know about you, but I highly doubt she hacked Brie Larson and stole her pictures. Oh, look at this. This is what started it. Was these photos, really? I mean, this is what I'm talking about. No, this actually happened before that. So this section here, I'm putting in to show how the messages can be used against you. This guy put 400, well, probably more than 400, but they grabbed 400. What happened was that everyone online basically screenshotted, then there's a website they can archive them to preserve the original message. So they had both of those going on. And what happened here is he had him authenticate his messages. The only reason I'm showing this is I want you to think about what if you go to court over something he said. One of these brigaders.
This isn't true.
You know, this
statement alone is defamatory.
This lawsuit is not
never admitted to assaulting anybody.
No, it's kind of.
It looks like my tweets.
Unless you're into the anime community, you won't know anything about it. It's kind of silent. And what kills me most is it's being censored too on YouTube all of a sudden. Everyone that's posting videos on it, it's being censored dramatically. So I want you to draw an opinion. Now, as far as I don't make no money, so I kind of have to try to make this as fair use as possible. So I'm probably going to have to add some videos in between because these are kind of long. I don't really mean to. I know Nick doesn't care, I don't think, because I think he wants the message out. But anyways, the only reason I got on Twitter was to promote my channel. And I don't make no money off of it. I don't see me growing enough to make any money off of it. It's just me venting because I really hate my profession. And that is, rather than holding it in, I'm gonna like pop. And I don't like to bring it home too much. I try not to. I might say some things at home, but I try not to. So that's the only reason why I got Twitter. Because the more I can socialize, it would kind of promote my channel. But you don't want to post your video, hey, watch my video on on someone else's YouTube video. I just don't want to do that. That's not cool. So, it's just basically making an online presence. And when I see this, that's my first experience with Twitter because I've always been at Facebook. And it's just mind-boggling. I've only been on it for a short period of time, really. And anyways, I'll probably add video and try to make this as fair use as possible. But, if it comes an issue, I can grace it out. So here we go. I want you to watch intently what's about to happen.
You guys, the funny thing is, you assume that we have set our win condition at Vic winning every aspect of the case. Now, we 100% hope that Vic will win every aspect of this case and will continue to stomp the people who lied about him into the ground. God, that'd be great. What you don't know because you don't pay attention. You came into this, you spouted off on a whim, now you're invested and you're too chicken shit to back down and say, wait a minute. But now it's moved to a healthy anger due to what he did to Monica. Sure it is. Evidence. He has been fired. There was an investigation. People have come forward. All of these can be brought against Funimation. They did an investigation. Evidence started coming in, so they distanced themselves from him, and then officially cut ties, and the investigation was complete.
Nope, I don't recall making them. But I know that this is my Twitter handle.
Okay. The question I'm asking you is, do you recall making the tweets?
No.
Okay.
Oh, back to...
We've already established, I think, and agree or disagree, that in every case, this is your Twitter handle.
Yes, up to page 180.
At Ron Toy is on every page that you looked at. And as I recall, you don't have any recollection of your Twitter account being hacked or anything like that.
That's correct, I don't.
And no one else uses your account to tweet, correct?
That's correct.
Okay, okay. Well, I just ask it straight up.
Sure.
Not being argumentative, just asking the question. Are you willing to agree that these are your tweets?
Yes, so far to page 180?
Yeah,
Yes.
through page 180?
Yes.
Okay. Well, then we can maybe speed this up a bit.
Sure, no worries.
Let's go look at pages 181 to 190 and tell me if those are your tweets. Tell me if you made those tweets. Your sister's a doll.
If you continue to talk about boobs or silly things like that at work, it's a form of assault that merits termination. Boobs, 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 boobs. I'm gonna get terminated by YouTube for the boobs. Wait, what was that? Oh my gosh, look at this. This is terrible for Funimation. I get that it can be frustrating, but wouldn't the proof be the statements by the studios? Rooster Teeth, watch out. They are the ones who make the decisions. They are not obligated to give answers to anyone, but there are reasons in most cases. They don't expect you to believe them. Employee logic. Voila.
I don't recall making them, but this is my Twitter handle.
Hold
Are
on.
those your tweets?
So basically, the lawyer had him authenticate his messages. He confirmed that it was his handle, he's never been hacked, and no one's posted for him. So this block 10 here, originally it was one message at a time, and then he kept disavowing the messages. So that's where we're getting the 10 block messages here. And notice that he's trying to back out of what he said.
To 200.
Sure.
Oh, I'm sorry. And tell us if you made these tweets, whether you made these tweets.
Oh, he's dropping F-bombs now. He's not mad, though. Healthy anger. Silence is not consent, mother effer. Your choice. Sorry for your loss, and get this, it isn't Monica's fault. He will be banned from YouTube as well. Oh wait, I think that's me. Is that me?
Looks like my tweets.
Okay.
We're on
Please look at
201.
201 through 210 and tell us whether you made those tweets.
Sure.
Looks like Monica's a public figure, but Vic isn't. Right there. Now we know. Thanks, Ron. Freedom of speech does not mean freedom from consequences. Brack! Someone get me Dick Masterson. Get Dick Masterson on the phone. Poor taste isn't enough. Well, I mean, must not have a good whiskey. Let's debate. Are you employed? Oh, gross. Lol beta. Whoa, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
This next part, I'm going to add, not really social media, but it's quite nice because he kind of just got caught in a lie on accident.
Exactly remember the exact words, but whispered in her ear creepily and made her feel dirty.
Dirty.
But she didn't tell you what those words were, just that she was creeped out by it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would be creeped out.
And you believed her, I guess?
Oh, yes.
Okay. But you weren't there, you didn't see it happen?
Correct, I wasn't there.
Okay. Okay.
To my knowledge, it happened at Funimation in the lobby.
Right, in the front lobby of Funimation. Have you ever been there?
I've visited there once.
What does the front lobby look like?
I have no, I cannot remember.
I've been there once. What does it look like? I have no idea.
Okay. Yeah. Yep. Look at 289, please. Page 289.
Cool.
Cool.
Read the tweet, please. I'm sorry. Read it out loud.
Nope, we don't delete it. But I am going to have them review this entire situation. I welcome a case in court. I just don't need fans to fund it.
What were you talking about?
I'm not sure.
You don't know what
sure.
it is?
Depends on the context of the
No,
conversation.
I'm just asking. You said, I just don't need fans to fund it. What it are you referring to?
Maybe a case in court.
You're not referring to a GoFundMe?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Let's look at. Go to page 291. Read that out loud, please.
No, she isn't. You all will see, and you have no idea the depth of this. The info in the article is just the tip of the iceberg. He is asking fans to pay for his legal help. Hilarious. I will donate to it to prove a point. He knows what he did, admits it, and now it's on.
It's on. It's on.
Who's this about?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure.
Think it was about Vic Mignogna?
Possible.
But not sure.
Not sure.
Do you know anybody else that's asking fans to pay for their legal help?
Not to my knowledge.
Do you think Vic Mignogna asked his fans to pay for his legal help?
Yes, he did.
When?
Yes, he did.
When he endorsed it, when he said that my friend set this up and I appreciate the outpouring, so by his endorsement, he approved the asking of it.
Make sure I understand this.
Sure.
A statement that says, I appreciate anything you want to do. is equivalent to please give me money,
Objection 4.
Maybe.
in your opinion?
Objection 4.
Depends.
Okay.
So, I'm going to tell a story about what I do in my profession when I get into a situation. So, I'm going to tell a story to kind of make this fair use. So, just an FYI. So, I was at a landfill hauling contaminated dirt. I was at a job site going from the job site to the landfill. This guy was also with me. It was another company. And long story short, we're at the landfill. I got there before him. I unlatched my door, got in the truck, and he was suddenly next to me. Now, if you don't see a pile behind me, I didn't dump. So I decided, instead of wasting my time grabbing the radio and all that, I just started raising my dump bed. So he gets the idea and he pulls off. Well, the guy in the bulldozer comes by, gets out, and I'm thinking that, I'm actually kind of in a good mood. I actually thought that he just didn't want me dumped there, so I stopped, dropped the bucket, gets out, and the first thing out of his mouth was, my safety guy sent me out here and wants to know why you're dumping that truck next to you. So this is what I do in my profession. I act stupid. Really stupid. That ends the conversation in less than a minute. Because I don't want to go through 10, 15 minutes of trying to explain myself, and it's just a waste of my time. Simple as that. But basically what I told him was the best thing I could think of, that I analyzed the situation, his body language, and his attitude. I played stupid. And the best thing I said was, I don't know. But you gotta have the face with it. So I gotta look like a rock. So I go like, I don't know. And the next thing he said was, what do you mean you don't know? You want me to tell my safety guy that you don't know? Let's go. I don't know. He said something, I might get kicked out, whatever. His safety guy, if he was there and seen me, he would have come out like Superman himself and talked to me. They don't delegate their safetyness to someone else to ball busting. So he was lying to me. But I'm not going to sit here for 10, 15 minutes explaining my actions when someone's not going to care about it because all he wants to do is bust my balls. Now, I'm not saying that's what he's doing, but I don't know if he's playing dumb or he is that dumb. I don't know. But you draw your actions from that.
One incident that this guy can testify to. One. He thinks it was at Florida SuperCon, and it's the least impactful incident you can imagine. He said hundreds.
Have you stated that Vic Mignogna committed sexual assault publicly?
I'm not sure. Maybe.
If you had said it, if you had tweeted that, would you agree that's a public statement?
Check 4.
I guess, yeah.
Okay. Have you told other people verbally that Vic Mignogna has sexually assaulted anyone besides Monica and Jamie and
the people that have come forward online, that are you talking about those things?
No, yeah, besides the ones that you mentioned that you have
Right.
specific knowledge of, have you told anybody that he assaulted other people?
Not that I can think of.
Okay. You did say you had hundreds of women who were going to come forward publicly, didn't you?
Check 4.
To
yeah.
talk about Vic Mignogna's purported sexual assault.
Objection 4.
Yeah, after doing my research online, looking up different things, there have been way more than hundreds of women.
But did you talk to all of these women?
No.
How many of them did you talk to? Rephrase that. Did you communicate with any of them?
No, but based on my belief and all.
No, I didn't communicate with any, not one of them, not one. Please help me, Casey, Eric. Look at that look. Please help me, Casey. I'm about to get prisoned here. Casey, help me. Mr. Obi-Wan, 2020 says, witnesses an apparent sexual assault or no, an apparent assault, but does nothing. But remember, he is the sheepdog. But remember how the sheepdog defends people. He tweets about it. There we go.
Also understanding of what happened to Monica, Jamie, Markey, those stories resounded and corroborated the stories that their testimony that they gave me, so it corroborated it. So I believe them.
So, not to be pedantic, but you said they were going to come forward. What did you mean by that?
Well, they have come forward. They posted their stories of him.
Oh, okay, so if I'm hearing you correctly, when you said that they'll come forward, it wasn't in this case. It was just they were going to come out in public.
They have or could. It's hypothetical.
Well, no, I mean, didn't you
And there
say
have been.
that hundreds of women
I don't
come
know.
out? You don't know. Did you say thousands of women were going to come forward and corroborate assaults
Objection
made
4.
by victims against them?
Sorry. Objection 4.
I don't remember if I said that, but I know that after my research and what he's done to Monica, Jamie, Markey, and then I find out from more and more people throughout this case, him admitting he's failed to ask consent at conventions on multiple occasions, it's not hard to reasonably deduce that thousands is not an unreasonable number. There's mountains and mountains and mountains of testimonies online of their personal accounts. I was 16, Vic creepily kissed me, put his hand up my dress.
That's enough, please. We need to get out of this. No.
Put his hand up my dress, touched my boobs in an elevator, kissed me, pulled my hair. Mountains and mountains of testimony online.
Mountains.
It's a forum group. This was actually in the court case. Um, is a forum group, and this is, I don't know if, see, I kind of feel like this guy's a pawn. I don't know, because when they do a crime, this is just speculation, but I think that this was brewing for a very long time. But he's basically, his opinion was generated from this forum, a public forum, and there's no real way to identify this person. There's no email contact. You don't even know if this is a man or a woman. So I'm just saying this as an example. But anyone can post anything on here, like this here. If anyone can do coding, you can make Facebook posts. Now this was posted in 2017. These are supposed screenshots of a fan group from 2012. 5 years. Seems odd. The other thing I gotta say, not on this could be the website, but see this gray bar? This one here is a continuation, but there's no gray bar. And you know, this is redacted, of course. But you know what I mean? It's a hate group. So all these people band together. They're gonna be talking about the same thing, right? You know, making fun of his evil crab face. Like, okay. So you know, I mean, look, 530 pages. You know. So salty. You know? uh, yeah. So, this is the online brigade. And the website's called Pretty Ugly Little Liar. Liar in the name. Yeah. Yeah. And this is what they do. Cry. Go about it. Just trying to fill some time. Make this fair use. So, you know, trying to be cool about it, you know. Just saying. I think you guys get the point.
Being in the public spotlight's kind of subjective, you know, like what one person would consider celebrity or whatever. I don't.
Okay.
I couldn't
That's
answer
fair.
that.
Let me do it this way. Do you consider yourself to be a celebrity?
No.
Okay, why not?
Because I don't.
You've been in movies before.
Yes.
You've been on TV shows.
Yes, sir.
You have voice acted for what, hundreds of Japanese anime films.
Yes, sir.
You go to conventions where thousands of people show up.
Yes, sir.
You've taken, over the course of your, let's say, the last 20 years, you've probably taken pictures with over 10,000 people. Is that fair?
I don't know an exact number.
Well, I mean, is it more or less than
I
10,000?
couldn't answer. I couldn't tell you.
Well, how many people?
I haven't kept count. Sorry.
Do you think it's more than 100?
Sure.
All right. What's the last convention you went to?
I was at an event last weekend in Dublin, Ireland.
How many people did you take pictures with there?
I didn't count.
More than 100?
Probably not.
Do you consider yourself to be a celebrity in the American voice actor community?
I don't feel like it's for me to say whether I'm a celebrity or not.
Good answer.
Okay. Anybody a more popular voice actor in the, I guess, American anime community than you?
I'm sorry, would you ask that again, please?
Yeah, I mean, I know you're involved in cartoons or something like that. So how would you describe?
Basically, it's trying to get him to claim he's a celebrity, to get him into a different public image so that the tweets would not apply to him. Because, like, say, like the president or politician, they can't really go after people. So that's why that's going on. So I thought I'd show this whole thing and look at his body language. And so who do you think is honest? Who's true? So I think this is how I'm going to end my video. I actually support this guy, and I'm gonna put his GoFundMe on here. So yeah, just take this video and think things over. It's kind of why I created it, and I don't know, maybe you should keep your kids off social media. You know, uh, I see it as destroying society, basically. Now, I've never been on Instagram or anything else. I've only been on Facebook, and since my mom experienced the situation, I might get on there and share a few things. A few people from my school, I kind of joke around with, and I kind of disappeared off of there. You know, it just kind of killed it for me. Like Facebook is supposed to be fun and exciting. You could share things and joke around with people. But I guess after that experience, I actually thought about deleting my Facebook. And it's just, I don't know, maybe my outlook will change. I guess the reason why I haven't is because some people I go to school with, I can contact easily. But I think right now I just get on there and share memes. That's about it. And my mom wasn't the only one I took off Facebook. My other friend's wife I took off Facebook, and that was just me trying to keep the peace because I have a short temper, and eventually, well, actually, I did explode before, but it wasn't over social media. It's something else. With my way of keeping the peace, I don't see a whole lot about it, but people take it as a character assassination that I removed someone off their Facebook, and it really hurts them. So yeah. So if you're a parent, you got kids, I would think this over. I know someone I went to high school with. I think her daughter is 12 or 13, and she's secretly getting on to social media. And there's ways around that. Parental controls. I mean, you're not going to stop it. You can block in your router, firewall access, website blocking, your phone, you know, parental controls, Google account services. I think you can make a child account, emails you, and if they download an app. So, it's not just people, but parents need to think about this too. And your kids are gonna grab someone else's phone and get on there. But if you're doing all this, you also need to block the web access on the phones, because because you can gain access or stop the access from the app, they can still use the web browser. So, just food for thought. Hopefully, I think I spent a good part of my day off making this video. So maybe it helps someone out. Maybe it makes someone think about what they're doing. Maybe it brings light to other people.